I think my nose ran out of blood. Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven here, and today I am yet again going to be updating my theory on APHMAU and Irene. So, due to the recent events of episode 46 and 48, I've come to the conclusion that APHMAU and Irene are the same person. However, there's still a lot of speculation, a lot of hows and whys, such as why would Irene leave her life and dear friend Hyria behind to stay in her dimension only to return 900 years later without remembering anything? However, I do believe that I have an idea as to how she lost her memory and got out of her dimension. So we know that Irene was able to transverse realm barriers without any damage being done to her physical form. But what if instead of her physical form being damaged, it was her brain that was being deteriorated? From what we have been told about Irene, she transversed realm barriers frequently with no harm coming to her physical body. But what if each time Irene crossed realms, bits of her memory systems were being damaged from the vigorous activity being done to cross the barriers? So what might have happened should Irene, or APHMAU, used her powers to leave her dimension 900 years in the future? Perhaps Irene had reached her breaking point in terms of her damaged memory systems had finally given out. But what happened after? Wasn't anesthetic Irene just floating around in between time and space? I believe so, and I would like to bring in another video game to support my theory. This is Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch, a Japanese role-playing game that follows a young boy named Oliver, known as the Pure-Hearted One, on his journey to another world to save his mother. One of the characters in this game, known as the Conductor, aka Toy Bonnie's long-lost cousin, reveals to Oliver that his mother saved him when he was a baby. And before she did, he was drifting around through time and space. But when his mother came along, she was able to pull him into the world that she was currently residing in, into a physical form. And Oliver had no recollection of any of this. Granted, he was a baby, but my point still stands. In APHMAU's case, I do believe that Vlad was the one who rescued APHMAU from being in this state, which is how I believe she ended up in the Minecraft world with no recollection of her past self. However, the biggest gap in my theory is then how the creation of her relic came to be, but again, this is just my theory, and I apologize if bringing Ni no Kuni into this theory made it a little more confusing, but it was just my way of backing up my theory of how APHMAU even got into the Minecraft world in the first place. But I do look forward to reading all of your comments about your theories and opinions about this topic, and I just really love reading all of them. You guys have wonderful ideas and bring up some really good points that I would have never even thought of on my own. Granted, I'm not the smartest of people, but that's aside from the point. So I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.